Oh, good morning. We are out in the garden. We're going to harvest our sweet potatoes. How you know when they're getting ready, let me hop over this thing. You'll see some of my vines are starting to die back. They never flowered, and we did dig out one row or one pile to see how they were doing. And we got some really big sweet potatoes out of them. Like, here's what they'll start to look like. So you can see these roots going down to form the tubers. So we're in zone 9B, Northern California. And like you can see, these vines are starting to yellow out. So we're gonna go ahead and start digging these out. And then after I dig them out, we're gonna cure them. And I'll show you all that as we go. Now you want to make sure you go far enough out that you do not hit any of the potatoes, but you still want to be able to loosen the soil around, so you're best just to go around the actual plant. So what I've done is I've loosened up the soil and I've clipped off the vine. And as you can see how they grow down away from the vine, sort of like this is how they kind of finger down into the soil. So far, my number one pest are these guys. Inevitably, I guess they really like sweet potatoes. The bees in my garden, they don't seem to bother me, but these guys are quite mad. All right, so one half row down, and I don't think that's bad at all. And a whole bunch of mad ants. So another problem we've been dealing with, and it isn't just the ants. We have had rats out in our garden, so it's another reason I have to dig these up or they will eat them all. So this is what we ended up with. That is not bad because I only had 2 potatoes that I started slips from, and then I ended up with this. What do you do with all the scraps, all the vines? Well, there you go. Just sit them out there and the chickens will devour them, turning it into very, very nice compost. All right, so we're gonna cure these sweet potatoes for about a week to 2 weeks. And what I've done is I've put it on an old screen, and that way the air can get through. And since we have a rat problem that I can't seem to solve, that keeps the rats from coming up through the bottom of the table, I have an old chicken feed bag that is made out of plastic. So I'm going to tuck this in over top of it. And just underneath, I have a bag or a bucket that I've put water in. That way, when the water evaporates, it evaporates up through the screen, through the table, because there's pretty good gaps in the table, and it'll keep that warm, humid atmosphere that these need to cure. So as you can see, I've got all the sides tucked in except for the one side. That way I have good ventilation through here. Like I said, about a week to 10 days, these will be cured and we'll be able to store them up long term.